Welcome. This question 2sum2 is a variation of the original 2sum question. If you're not familiar with 2sum question, you can also look up the question in my channel as well. So this 2sum2 question says that the input array numbers is already sorted, and you want to return the indexes of two numbers, index 1 and index 2, such that the number they point to sum up to be exactly the target. For example, given an input numbers array 2, 7, 11, 15, you want to find two indices 1 and 2 point to 2, 7, these two numbers, and they sum up to the target. And previously, in the 2sum question, we use hash map to achieve time complexity O(n). So you also give us a space complexity O(n) as well. But the most important property in this question is the input array is already sorted. And that can give us a good idea to even improve the complexity. More specifically, the idea is to use two indices. So initially, there will be a low number index point to the lowest number. In this example, will be point to 2. And then there will be another high index number point to the highest number. In this example, will be point to 15. And then we want to see if the two numbers they point to sum up to be exactly the target. And if they sum up to be exactly the target, then we achieve our solution and we return the two indexes. But if the sum is lower than the target, then we want to increase the sum, and to do that, we want to increase the low number index one step at a time. And then if the sum is greater than the target, we want to decrease the sum. To do that, we will decrease the high number index one at a time. So with all the background knowledge introduced, we are now ready to write the code. First of all, we initialize two indices, the low index point to 0, it's 0 point to the lowest number, and the high index point to the last number, so it will be the length minus 1. And then we are interested in to see the sum. There's two indices, this two pointer, point 2. We're particularly interested to see if they sum up to be the target. If indeed sum up to be the target, we'll return the indices as they are, but just plus 1 to mean expectation that the index start at 1 instead of 0. And then if the sum is larger than the target, then we want to lower the sum. So we want to lower the high index one step at a time, with the hope that the new sum will be lower. And the final condition is the sum is lower than the target, then we will increase the low index one step at a time with the hope that the new sum will be closer to the target. And then we want to repeat this process indefinitely. So we have a true while true loop to do it. And then that's the code. So we can see how it works. We submit it, pending, and it's accepted with a runtime of 66 milliseconds. It's pretty good. And so this code we can now analyze for the complexity, since we traverse the input numbers array only at most once. So it has the time complexity O(n), and since we store the sum only in the sum, the variable, so the space complexity will be O1. So that's an improvement over the hash map in the two-sum question. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you find it to be useful. Thank you.